What's your assessment of this Conservative Party conference?
Well, it's not like any normal... I mean, I'm not sure there is such a thing as a normal conference anymore. I think these events are singularly out of place with the 21st century. It always feels like going back to about 1970, only with iPhones. And this is quite like that. And I suppose this is more surreal in the sense that it's... people are calling it a beauty contest, aren't they? But it's just focused on these 4 leadership candidates and what they've got to say. And as far as I can tell from the outside, I haven't gone in yet, but none of them is minded to stare into the abyss and look at the scale of the Conservative defeat and the extent of the party's crises at all.
It seems quite insular to me. You have things like the inflammatory comments that Kemi Badenoch's making, and they're lapping it up inside with no mind to what is being done, how it's perceived outside of this conference. It seems very narrow-minded, believe it or not.
Human beings don't like recognising that they're wrong. They're pretty awful at it. And I think sort of defeat and crisis, ironically, makes that tendency even worse. I mean, it takes most political parties, several years before they finally realise what's up and why nobody likes them. And the last time the Tories were in power, it took, 97 to 2005? Took 8 years. So we're in the foothills here. I mean,
we're electing Hague.
Yeah, but I mean, at least Hague sort of had some idea something was wrong. He sort of reverted to quite traditional, stuck-in-the-mud right-wing conservatism. But at the start, he affected to be different. Whereas this is just, well, we were right and everyone else was wrong.
Who do you think they should pick?
I don't think there's anyone on the ballot paper they should pick. Well, Tom Tugendhat is allegedly the candidate of the One Nation left wing of the Conservative Party, but he's just making sort of flimsy, echoed versions of what everyone else is saying, really.
Showing his leg.
Well, denying that you should use the word emergency about the climate emergency. And he wants out of the European Convention on Human Rights as well, doesn't he?
It's
what they're all talking about in all the places I visit. Honestly, you stand at a bus stop or go in a pub, all they want to talk about is the European Convention on Human Rights. It gets right up everyone's nose. And our maternity pay is excessive. And the minimum wage, bad idea in general.
And invalid cultures as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd exclude James Cleverly and Tom Tugendhat from this if I was being generous. But I think the other two seem to have this vision of the ideal Britain, which is like a Hogarth etching. Do you know what I mean? Just sort of squalor and poverty and general awfulness everywhere. And they've not woken up from their slumbers. Hence Liz Truss being here and saying, she would have done really well if only she'd been given the chance. It's just bizarre.
She was given the chance and she did badly.
Yeah. On one level it's bizarre. But as I keep saying, political parties and human beings are sort of like that, We're a very good species at sort of going down shouting and painting ourselves into corners and all those cliches. And that's sort of what this is. But I like coming here. I have no emotional investment in it.
No.
Yeah, none of it can disappoint me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like go to the zoo.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Love to meet you.